I'm back. Hey y'all, sorry it has been a bit, but summer has passed, the kids are back in school, and I'm here. Back in the reselling game. That's right, I am a full-time reseller, or at least that's my main job. I don't always put full-time hours in, and that's only because I'm a busy mom. And I do this job so that I can be involved with my kids at school and after school. So this summer, I did take a little time off. Recently, I went on a road trip up to New York City. I have hauls coming for you because I did thrift while I was in different cities. I love to do that. So my first two hauls I'm going to share with you are items I picked up to resell on Poshmark, eBay, Etsy, and Mercari. These items were from New Orleans. So my cousins came to town for the 4th of July. They do every year, but we did make a detour to New Orleans. They actually flew out of New Orleans. So this is gonna be two parts. The first part, I'm gonna show you the thrift haul that I got at my favorite Goodwill in New Orleans. It is the Tulane location. I just always find great things at this store. And what was really cute about this shopping trip, and you guys know if you're resellers, that it's really hard to go thrifting with people you know, because either they get really bored and you're so occupied with, oh my gosh, are they having a terrible time? At least for me, that's how I feel. Or they're trying to help you and they're not really helping you. They're just slowing you down. This was really cute. So my cousin's son and her husband were trying to help me in the denim section. I kind of gave them a couple things to look for. They weren't very successful, but maybe they learned a couple things about reselling clothing. And then my cousin's son, Austin, came over to the dresses with me. Y'all know I love to sell dresses if you've been here for a bit. And I taught him how to look for silk fabric. So he was feeling for the fabric. If he found a dress he thought was silk, he would pop out that material tag, which is located on the lower portion of most dresses. And he would call out, oh, this is 100% silk. I'd ask him what brand it was. He would toss it my way if I wanted it. Or he'd say, this is 60% silk. And I'd say, let's pull it and look it up. And I showed him how to look up comps. So it's really kind of fun. And I think he did a really great job for being a 13-year-old kid. I was super stoked that he was that interested, that he followed me around the store. And he actually was very helpful. So this is what I picked up. As always, I'll pop up comps on the screen of at least one recent sold for each of these items. Usually it's on Poshmark. When I am heavily selling clothing, most of my sales come there, but I do sell on eBay, Mercari, and Etsy also. So let's get into the haul. I'm going to show you part one at the Tulane store, and then the second video will come out later in this week, which will be part two at another store in New Orleans, and we'll talk about that one later. So here we go. This is what I grabbed. So my average cost of goods on this shopping trip was $7.48. That is an average of what I paid for every item, and I'm trying to sell usually the items I pick up. Personally, it's just my business model is I want them to sell in the $40, $50 range. My average sale price, the last what sold video that I put out was $57 and change. So I really want to stay around that mark. I'm not a volume seller, and that is for a reason, again, because my children monopolize some of my time. So I don't want to be listing a bunch of low dollar items. I try to pick up items that will sell for more. So this is what I got. So this first item is a brand I normally would not pick up, but there's some reasons I'll tell you I got it. This is Donna Karan New York, which is an expensive brand. It's a pretty hunter green color. It's hard to see. It does have some really pretty like satin detailings here on the bodice and on the belt. It has an exposed gold zipper in the back. And the main reason I picked it up is it is new with tags. As you can see, it originally sold for $165. This would be a great holiday dress. That's one of the reasons I grabbed it. Holiday season will be here before we know it. And then also being new with tags, fourth quarter of the year, definitely people are looking for more of those new with tags items. So I thought this would be a great seller for the second half of 2023. So grabbed her. I have no doubt that she'll sell. This is a super cute little romper. It's black. It's belted. It has puff sleeves, which very much in fashion right now. Does have a keyhole back, and it's by the plus size brand Eloquii. I really like Eloquii. I wear Eloquii myself. It is a size 20, and I just thought it was really cute. I do really well with Eloquii. If you're somebody who uses stock photos, don't ever use stock photos of Eloquii. You will get your listings removed on any platform that you're selling on. So just a little tip with that. If you do choose to use stock photos, I'm not telling you to do it or not do it. I'm just saying if you do it, don't do it for this brand because you will get your listing pulled. So this is a little black dress by Lovers and Friends. It is definitely a little slinky thing. It has some cutout pieces and an open back. And I've done really good with this brand, especially if it's a more recent style for Lovers and Friends. I'm definitely a ModCloth girl. I love to sell vintage inspired pieces. This is another brand, Unique Vintage. Their pieces actually can be more expensive than ModCloth. This is a floral plus size dress. It is in a 2X. It says 18. 18 is usually like a 1X, so definitely want to put some measurements in this, which I do add measurements to all my listings. But I just thought it was a really pretty dress. If it was my colors, I might even try it on to keep it, but it's not, so I'm gonna sell it. I do like that it's a floral and then it has this sort of weird kind of tie-dyed brown and black detail in the background, kind of makes it a little bit of a more modern floral. And it does have a belt, which is good. I will sell dresses all day long if they're missing the belt, but this one happens to still have the belt, which is great. This was a dress I decided to take a gamble on. Comps, there weren't tons of them. The ones that were there were all over the place, so hard to tell, but sometimes in reselling, you just have to go with your gut, and I know dresses, and I thought this style was so cute. It has this cute little pointed collar. It's floral. It's by the brand Oasis, which I believe is an Australian brand, but just a sweet little dress, very 60s inspired in the cut and the shape of the dress, exposed zipper with the pull. So we like that. Just a very well-made dress. So I think it'll do really well. And I love that it has just like these hidden butterflies all in the print, really pretty. So grabbed her. So one of the things I was trying to teach my cousin's son and husband was in the denim section. I had them on the task of finding me premium Levi's. You guys know that I like to pick up Levi's if they're vintage or premium, usually nothing in between. But I actually found these and was able to show them finally what I had been describing to them. These are the Mile High Super Skinny. This is how you know they're premium. They have this premium label here in the interior, and they have the leather patch on the back, not the paper patch. Now, a lot of the premium styles will also be available in the standard line of Levi's. The premium Levi's definitely retail for more, so they resell for more. And so yeah, I was glad to find these black washed jeans and be able to teach them what I was looking for as far as Levi's. So I really love this brand in dresses. I have never tried a skirt before, but I found this on the way out. It has these really cool big buttons on it. Really pretty little kind of floral. Looks kind of holiday-ish to me too. It looks like it might have some like abstracted cherry blossoms or even maybe some snowy branches, but the brand is Shoshana. I'm excited to see how a skirt will do. The dresses sell really well and usually pretty fast. I've even sold cover-ups that have sold for $50, $65 from this brand just to cover up for the beach. So I have no doubt that this skirt's probably going to do well, but only time will tell. Then I found this Tularosa romper. Oh, it's so cute. It has all these open lace details down the side, at the waist, on the arms, at the shoulders. I mean, everywhere. Super cute. It does have an attached tie, a open back, and I just thought it was a really precious romper, so definitely wasn't going to leave this at the thrift store. I do plan to put out a reel where you'll get to see footage on Instagram of me shopping with my cousin's husband and son, Phil and Austin. So if you want to see that footage and them helping me out in thrifting this haul, definitely follow me over on Instagram. It's supergeeked. This is Bowden. This is an older tag Bowden, but I really like this dress. It's linen. Usually can't go wrong with linen. It's blue. It's got this crochet detail at the top. Still in Great shape, little cap sleeves. Obviously, I still need to steam these pieces. I haven't even cut the tags off most of them yet, but that's because Mama's just getting back to work. Bowden, the older stuff I don't always pick up, but like I said, style, based on style and the material being linen, I thought that I'm definitely gonna grab that one. Okay, then a tried and true Spanx denim. I love selling Spanx denim, sells for vats, usually around 50 bucks. It has the released hem look and it's distressed. There's distressing on the leg. I've sold this style many times. It's high-waisted. This one in a great size large. Here's the back, excellent condition. No puckering whatsoever. That is the pulling that you get sometimes right here from these heavily elastized material pants, jeans, you know, those type of things. When they're pulled for a certain amount of time, the fabric starts to give. Luckily, these don't have that, so I was glad to find them. All right, a couple more pieces. This is a really cute dress. I love it. This is one of the dresses that Austin found. It is 100% silk, so boy learned his fabrics. It is by the brand Yumi Kim. It does have an exposed zipper in the back, really cute spaghetti straps. Again, another brand I really enjoy picking up because it's usually a fast seller and for a good price point. And last up is another silk piece, this pretty little cream dress, and it is by Alice and Olivia. The back is really pretty and draped. Definitely a mini dress and definitely a good pickup, at least in my opinion. So just a little haul from one of my favorite thrift stores. I'm always glad to be in New Orleans because I love thrifting in New Orleans. Those of you who have stuck around for a while, and first of all, thank you so much. It still gets me that people like to stop and watch my videos, so thank you so much. But if you've been here for a while, then you know that I like to travel to thrift. I prefer to do that. It is a better use of my time than trying to thrift here in South Mississippi. So I do travel to Louisiana a lot, especially southeastern Louisiana. I'm fortunate enough to be a thriftfluencer with Goodwill of Southeastern Louisiana, where I get to share my hauls, my experiences on Instagram, get to share a little information about their Goodwills while shopping at their stores. And it's been really awesome. We are already halfway through our term as thriftfluencers. So definitely follow me on Instagram because you'll learn more about thrifting in New Orleans and in the New Orleans greater area, all the way up to Baton Rouge. And if you're not from the South, then you're just gonna see some really great hauls because I'm always finding cool stuff at the stores in Louisiana. So stay tuned for part 2 of my New Orleans thrifting trip. You'll get to see me go to the Kenner store on Esplanade and see what I picked up after I dropped my cousins off at the airport because it's just down the street. And I will be back with more hauls, more what sold because I got to get caught up. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.